position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Boise State Broncos, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Give to the running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to pass on second down. It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Broncos line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Still running at the 40. Breaks into the open. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The Broncos are marching down the field. They'll go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Broncos will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Boise State. Talk about a great way to start the game and setting the tone right out of the gate.
You ain't lying. Sometimes it takes a couple drives to get the juices going and get in a rhythm. No, sir. They came on the field, locked, loaded, ready to roll. No slow start here.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give to the tailback. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He makes the catch, makes the grab, and a nice gain, gets it to the 35.
Obviously, third downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. The give to the back. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Dumps it to the back. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on third down.
Now on first and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. Motion from the wideout. A first down run on the doorstep. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Gets it out quickly. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Ducks! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, and if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This drive will open from the 15. Looks as if he's going to run it. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. They'll try the run. There he goes. Stumbled to the ground.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Power football with the run. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They go to the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. To the ground with the back. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
And the Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Just going to keep it after the snap. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. This is a designed run. Almost got to the sticks on third down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1. Quarterback will keep it. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. That conversion sets a tone, but that's also really part of their MO. They're going to go for it on 4th and short.
Yeah, it's a body blow, and it's demoralizing. It's a good point, Reese. When you go for it like that and you go get it, you're essentially telling the opponent, look, you can't stop us. Next time we get in a similar situation, we're going to do the exact same thing, and there ain't nothing you can do about it.
They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
The Broncos have it with a 1st and goal. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Using his feet.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final from arguably the best rivalry in the sport, the game between Ohio State and Michigan. Michigan found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage maize and blue football. Those folks in the big house won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. A top 5 clash and a thoroughly impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Turning it on! And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Offense changing the play. Toss sweep to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Swings it out to his running back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Not a chance. Missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Spins away from the defense. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And the Broncos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He'll try to do it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Looking to throw on 1st down. Steps away. On the run, deep down the right side. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. You see this kicker not only needing to generate power, but lining it up from the left hash. A 59-yard try coming. And the try is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Broncos will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. when they used to kick it back and forth just to play defense? Is that what we're doing here? Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Last time they had it, the long missed field goal ended the drive. The idea, get a little deeper in plus territory. Breaks into the open. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quarterback keeps it. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of his spot.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up for it.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. There he goes! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
They'll ride the hot hand. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. He's up to 94 yards rushing in this game, and he draws ever closer to 1,800 for the season. The Ducks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to get the corner. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He'll throw on 3rd down. A little release to the back. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take...
Fires toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Handoff to the home back. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. He'll take it himself. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
On the play. 4th down coming up.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Oregon! Quick strike through the air for the score. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Right back to the well. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the fourth quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well. So this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
They want to run this quarterback. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
Got enough for the first. Open field on the right. He's at the 10, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Broncos!
This quarterback is so unique, and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Louisiana. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to adjust the pattern. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Calls his own number. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Now the play fake. Looking to scramble. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, 3rd and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. leave a mark. No good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Wants to throw on first down. He lets it fly. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
It'll be third and long. Making side adjustments here. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got the big pause on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
And that is a play you've got to make as the defender. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got a chance to secure the win with the interception, and you put it on the ground. Missed opportunity.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Shoots it to the left. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to. They had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Got it in stride inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Boise State. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth.
31, Oregon, 14.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run to the right. At the 35, he's got room. There he goes. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Ducks. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. He'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Now on the move. Turning it on. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books. They'll move the wide receiver. A designed run for the quarterback. He's in open space downfield. Off and running. Inside the 30. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Use the play fake, now to throw. He couldn't find anywhere to go with the ball. Bought time for a second, but finally just went down. Timeout called by the offense, 29 seconds left on the clock. And the Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, there's no quit in this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback keeper. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Trying play action. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And the Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week.